disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, who came into the Iskcon movement in 1988 and was initiated in 1995. He has served in many capacities over the years as a spiritual counselor in the Radha Gopinath Mandir in Mumbai for the last 28 years and has been instrumental in bringing many people into Krishna consciousness. He's also a surgeon, has served as a surgeon in Bhaktivedanta Hospital in Mumbai. And he's also currently a surgeon in the Lakeridge Health Oshawa area for the past few years. So we're very happy to have Prabhu with us today. Please join me in welcoming Prabhu. Haribol!
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yes. The instruction is that we don't have kirtan because there is no time for the lecture, so we will start directly from the lecture. Okay? Hare Krishna. You want kirtan? Shall we have a little bit? Okay, okay. We'll have a small one. Hare Krishna. Jayo Radha Madhava Bihari Jaya Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री गौर निताई की जय, सौवेद भक्त वृंद की जय। कृष्णा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जायमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय श्री गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरु वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी श्रीराधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी हरि प्रिये वाञ्छाफलप्रदभूभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपं स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तिशक्तिकं। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासुदेव गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Just a second. Sorry. Hare Krishna. I tried to record the lecture, that's why it took some time. So I hope you're all in the mood of celebrating, awaiting the appearance of the Lord. Soon He'll be arising like the full moon here after the dressing. So how many of you are present on 9th of March when we discussed about the reasons why the Lord appeared? I think for the newcomers it will be a little, I'll just tell in short what I discussed last time. And what are the reasons for the appearance of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? I told there are 3 external reasons and there are 3 internal reasons. So what are the 3 external reasons? The external reason is first to establish the Yuga Dharma. What is the Yuga Dharma of this age? Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam. Nalo nasteva nasteva gatiranyata. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 99% of our advancement in devotional service is only by chanting the holy names of the Lord. That's the only thing actually. In this age of Kali Yuga, there is no other way but the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. It is emphatically said 3 times. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama. Eva kevalam, kalo nasteva, nasteva. That means how emphatically it is said. That there is no other way but to chant the holy names of the Lord. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to establish the Yuga Dharma. Second reason why he appeared is to bestow upon us, which nobody has ever done it, the confidential, loving pastimes of Srimati Radharani and the gopis with Krishna. We'll not discuss that much in detail. And the third reason is, one of the associates of the Lord is Advaita Acharya, who is none other than Mahavishnu. And Mahavishnu was praying to the Lord when he saw the people living in Navadvip who are so scholarly, just intellectually understanding so many things, and many people materially indisposed to them. So he said, the only way they can change is Krishna, you appear now. So he was begging, petitioning the Lord by offering him Ganges water and Tulsi to Shaligram Shila. And this is one of the reasons why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. He said, Advaita Acharya, you called me because you are my wonderful devotee. I came down at your insistence. So these are the 3 external reasons. And there are 3 internal reasons. Internal reasons are the confidential reasons. I'll not tell the details because he told me that you have to speak a short time. I'm not like Krishna who can, you know how much time Krishna took to speak the Bhagavad Gita? Huh? If I tell you one important secret today, there was no time lost when Krishna spoke. Do you know this? Krishna can contract time. Many people think 45 minutes, some people say 1.5 hours. You think everybody will wait when their army is waiting, they wait for 1.5 hours, all of them are so agitated. So Krishna shrank that 1.5 hours into nothing, literally a moment. When the Ras Leela happened, Krishna with the gopis, they were dancing, Krishna being with every gopi. It is one night of around 8 hours, you can say, Shabbat Purnima night. But you think they were dancing for 8 hours? How much they were dancing for? They were dancing for one whole night of Brahma. That's how much, you know? 4,320,000,000 years. But not that when they came back to the house, nobody was there. No, Krishna shrank the time. But I'm not like that. So why I'm saying this is that for me to tell the pastimes of the Lord, I can go on discussing the pastimes, shrink it to 20 minutes. I said till 6:20, So I'm not like that, but I'm trying my level best. If Krishna wishes, anything is possible. Okay, Mukam karoti vachalam pangum gangai tegiri. Yad kripataham vande Shri Guru Dinadhari. So Krishna's mercy, anything is possible. Anyway, let's go dive further into the pastime. So the 3 confidential reasons why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared is first. He said, what is the nature of Srimati Radharani's love for me? The nature of her love for me. Second, we'll not discuss the details. I'll just tell you in short. Second, what is the happiness that Srimati Radharani gets in loving me? Okay, did you understand? And third, what is it about myself that she loved so much and derived so much happiness. It may appear to be the same, right? How many people thought it was the same? You thought it the same? But are they the same? No. This Achintya Veda Veda. It is actually the same, but it is different also, simultaneously. What is that? What is the nature of Srimati Radharani's love when she loves me? What is the happiness she gets when she loves me? And what is it about myself that she loves so much and derives happiness? Right? Is it clear? So this is the reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this world. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not write voluminous literatures at all. In fact, one of the time he wrote, I don't know whether you all know about this, he wrote a beautiful book on Sanskrit grammar. Anybody knows this? Yes. And he wrote such a wonderful book, and he was going by a boat ride with his friend, one of his school students, the tour where they were studying. And that person also had written a beautiful book on grammar. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he had that opulence of renunciation. So he said, oh, you have written a book? Even I have written a book. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that devotee. He was not a devotee at that time. Huh? He was a Sanskrit Pandit, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And at that time, this devotee, all of you concentrate here, okay? When you all look at me, I get more inspired to speak. Very well. So remember, whatever I speak is the reflection of all of your concentration and attention. So what was I saying? See, again, on the boat ride. So what happened is, the devotee said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, can you please tell what you have written? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described what he had written. And the devotee said, if your book comes out, nobody will even bother to read my book. And he was so depressed. And you know how wonderful Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was? He threw that book in the Ganges. And till today, nobody has found out where is that book. So imagine all of us would have become Sanskrit scholars if we had read that book actually. But anyway, Krishna wants to make us more intensified in loving him, so that he's not given us that book. So he was so renounced, he gave it up. But still he wrote only, there are certain verses which called as the Shikshastakam. There are 8 verses. Only 8 verses. The first verse starting with Cheto Darpana Macham, chanting, and the last verse is Ashti Shiva Padaratam Vinashtama, complete surrender to the Lord. Krishna, you can do what you want with me. But all his teachings are compiled by his associates in the form of Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Ramananda Rai. Of course, Ramananda Rai did not write, but there's conversations with Ramananda Rai, conversations with Prakashananda Saraswati, conversations with what's the name? Sarvam Bhattacharya. So these 5 conversations of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with these 5, what are they? Sarvam Bhattacharya, Ramananda Rai, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and Prakashananda Saraswati. I know I'm dropping names because I have no time, that's why I'm going very fast. Okay? So these 5 conversations are what is the essence of the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. And today we'll talk about, I thought everybody has read the book, they know how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, what are the childhood pastimes, everybody knows that. So let's talk of something which is very, very unique, which is going to actually stimulate all of you to advance on the path, or rather start on the path of devotion service, and advance rapidly, and understand what the level they can reach up to if they follow and remain in this Gaudiya aspect, the branch of Iskcon. Okay? So what is that? The conversation between Ramananda Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As I said, Krishna Varnam Tisha Krishnam Sangopanga Strivastadam Jagyai Sankirtana Praya Ejanti Sumedasa. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, he doesn't come alone. He sent before him so many people, comes along with so many people, and after him so many other people come along. So Ramananda Rai was one of the 8 gopis of Lord Sri Krishna. Krishna has 8 principal Sakhis, right? You all know that? Anybody can tell the names? Lalita, Vishaka, Rangadevi, Sudevi, Champakalata, Tungavidya, Chitralekha, and who else? Indulekha, yeah. So these are the 8 principal gopis. And Ramananda Rai is none other than Vishaka Devi. So why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this world? To understand what is it about himself, what Radharani's love is for me, and what is it about me. So through this conversation, we can understand what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was experiencing. You all are interested in this? Say yes or Haribol. Very mild Haribo. Thank you so much. So actually, Ramananda Rai was the governor of the Madras province. And he was staying in a place in Andhra Pradesh called as Kovur. Today it's called as Rajamundri. Okay? On the banks of the river Godavari, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after coming through Simachalam, he went to South India trip for 2 years, so let's not discuss that. I'm somehow trying to condense all that. Whatever comes in your mind, I'm telling you, because I have to somehow, if I had 2 hours, I could have described in detail, but I have to now compress it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Ramananda Roy on the banks of the river Godavari. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared there, and he took his bath, and he went to a lonely place, and he was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And he was chanting like this, and suddenly he saw a retinue of 1,000 people, along with a very brilliant person who was Ramananda Rai. Ramananda Rai took his bath, and he performed all this, whatever offerings he had to do to the forefathers, and then he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sitting there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, with the complexion of Srimati Radharani, right? So he was exhibiting a brilliant effulgence. And all these 1,000 people, they were so attracted to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Ramananda Rai also was extremely attracted. Of course, in his heart he knew he is his worshipful Lord, Sri Krishna. So he comes running to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he goes down like a stick. What is that called as? Dandavat. You know the meaning of the word Dandavat? We say Dandavat Prabhu. You know what is the meaning? Danda means rod. Vat means like. You fall down like a rod, straight away. Not Shashtanga, it is Shashtanga Namaskar. Okay? So he bowed down to him completely, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also was feeling so much ecstasy, and he hugged him. And when they hugged each other, it's very difficult to understand. There's something called as the Ashtavikara, Sattvika Ashtavikara, transformation happened in their bodies. They were trembling, they were quivering, they were sweating, tears were flowing from their heart. They were literally becoming conscious and unconscious and things like that. So these forms happened in them. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu realized those people must be thinking something. What are those people thinking, those 1,000 people? This person is a sannyasi. He's so effulgent. And why is he hugging the Shudra? Ramananda Rai was a Shudra according to the Varnashrama. And imagine today, if you tell Shudra, people will get angry. But imagine this was 500 years ago, where this Varnashram was strictly followed. It was not possible for a Brahmana or a sannyasi to hug a Shudra. And they were thinking, what is he doing? He's not following his dharma at all. And some other people were thinking, Ramananda is a big man, he's the governor. Why is he interested in hugging a sannyasi? So these are the thoughts in their heads. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought, it's not right of us to exhibit such confidential exchanges. So he said, I should not. And even Ramananda Rai understood it, and he came out. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, are you not Ramananda Rai? He said, indeed I am a Shudra of the lowest order. Looking at you, I'm feeling so stimulated. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I'm a Mayavadi sannyasi. Was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Mayavadi sannyasi? Why did he say I'm a Mayavadi sannyasi? He took sannyas of Keshav Bharati, who was from the Shankara Sampradaya. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot tell a lie. When he said, I am from Mayavadi, he is true. He took sannyas from that. And he said, I am a Mayavadi sannyasi. I don't know any details about love of Godhead. But I heard from one of the... Again, I said, all of you look here after taking darshan. Hare Krishna. Hare Go. Shri Gaura Mahaprabhu ki jai. So, what was he saying again? See? Yeah, no. So then he said, one of my wonderful associates, Sarva Bhattacharya, he's become suddenly a wonderful devotee, and he told me, if we want to understand the confidential dealings of Radha and Krishna, please go and meet in South India on the banks of the river Godavari, one wonderful devotee by the name of Ramananda Rai, and I have come to satisfy my desires and my thirst for understanding this confidential, esoteric pastimes of Radha and Krishna together. So I have come here. Each of them are trying to put themselves down. Right? What does it mean? We should not even feel that we are something great. If the Supreme Personality of Godhead thinks he is nothing, I am a very fallen person, I am a Mayavadi sannyasi. And this person who is Vishaka, the epitome of love of God, she is saying in the form of Ramananda Rai, I am a fallen Shudra. So what we should all feel? We should not feel that we are great devotees, God's gift to humankind. We feel like that, right? When you meet other people, they don't know, right? But we are all feeling like that. No, we should always feel somehow or the other Krishna has made me understand certain things about loving devotional service. If the Lord wants, He can use me as an instrument to change those people's hearts. That should be our mood. We should be very humble. Humility changes people's heart. Pride puts people away from each other. Because if you have pride, other people have pride. So pride repels. Like poles repel, right? So unlike poles attract. So when they are proud, but you are humble, you will get attracted. They will get attracted to our humility. So anyway, so Ramananda Rai and they started talking so many wonderful things. And then, because it was broad daylight, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, I think we should not discuss many things in front of all these people. So I'll come back in the night. By the time a Brahman came and said, can you please come and have prasad in our house, he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, okay, we'll go. And then he told to Ramananda Rai, we'll meet again in the evening. Then they both went to their own respective destination. They came back, and in the evening, when it was dark, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai, they met and they hugged each other to their heart's content because nobody else was there. Krishna does not want to show these things to the rest of the world. Now, how are we hearing all this? Are we so much more greater than them? No, it's all by the mercy of great Vaishnavas. Like Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was explained so detailed in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And how did he get it? From Sarup Damodar Goswami. You know who was Sarup Damodar Goswami? He was Lalita in the pastimes of the Lord. So he wrote the Kalacha, so many wonderful things about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was doing his sannyas in Jagannath Puri. And this was told by Raghunath Das Goswami to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and he wrote it. So we should understand that whatever we are going to hear today or whatever we have heard in the past is all by the mercy of great Vaishnavas. There's something called as Agyat Sukriti, right? You all have heard of Agyat Sukriti? What's the meaning of the word Agyat Sukriti? Agyat means unknowingly. Sukriti means? Not pious deeds. Spiritual credits. Spiritual credits. Unknowingly we got spiritual credits. Do you know how? What is the Agyat? What is the Vaishnava's mercy? Yes. Somehow we have come into the fold of devotees only because of Vaishnava's mercy. And we are able to associate together and hear Gaura Mahaprabhu's Tasai only because of the mercy of great Vaishnavas. So we should be extremely grateful, thankful. The Americans in America, when Prabhupada talked to them and preached to them this, they were feeling, Prabhupada, what is the qualification that we have that we could hear all these things? And Prabhupada could detect a little bit of pride in them. He said, you don't have any qualifications. What he said? I have created the qualifications for you. Are you following? So we should never ever feel we have nothing. What's the meaning of causeless mercy? What's the meaning of causeless mercy, Prabhu? Huh? No cause means what? It's not because of Krishna that we have this mercy. It's not because of Vaishnavas. Why it is called causeless mercy?
We don't cause the mercy to come.
What is it?
Cause the mercy to come to us. It is causeless. We don't deserve.
This is the thing. Whatever devotion we have done, whatever pious activities we have done is nothing. It's like you're going to the diamond market and you get a diamond for giving 1 cent. Huh? You think the value of the diamond is 1 cent? No. It is causeless. That person's mercy, he gave it to you. So same way we should realize causeless mercy to understand and become a devotee is extremely rare. Without that, we can never get all these things. So anyway, so now let's go further. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Ramananda Rai, can you please tell me What is the essence of all scriptures and what is the ultimate goal of human life? What's the ultimate goal of human life, Prabhu? Yes, of course. These are all, yes, Prabhu?
To re-establish our lost relationship with Krishna.
That's good. The real thing is what? Is love of God. Krishna Prema. That is ultimate. So he's saying, tell us from the scriptures what is the best, what is the ultimate goal. And at that time, Ramananda Rai told what, if we perform our activities according to Varna and Ashrama, only 15 minutes, Hare Krishna. So, Varnashram, if we perform our activities in Varnashram, prescribed duties like a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, like a Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas, if we follow them sincerely, gradually we come to the platform of pure devotional service. And what in Chaitanya, we can describe each of them for half an hour, by the way. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Eho Bahya, Age Kaho Ar. What is that? Eho Bahya. Bahya means, this is external. Aage kaho aar, please go ahead further. He said, no, this is very inferior. Go ahead, go ahead. Inferior does not mean inferior. When you see the highest thing, it appears inferior. Actually, this itself, to be in Varnashram, is so high in this and it's so rare in this world today. People don't even understand what is Varnashram. Anyway, let's not go into the details of this. Then he said, please tell him. Tell further. Go ahead. And at that time, what did he say? Yet karoshi yadasnachi yadihosi dadasi yet tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Offering all the fruits of performing Varnashram, Dharma at the lotus feet, Krishna Arpanam. This is sarva. This is the goal, this is the essence of all the goals. When we all perform Sankalpa, all of you, there are many Brahmanas they perform, right? What do we say at the end of every Sankalpa? Yes, but we have a verse which is saying, Kayena vacha manasendriyeva buddhyatmanava prakriti svabhava karomi yadit sakalam parasmai narayana iti samarpayami. Means what? We are offering all our fruits under the lotus feet of Krishna, and Krishna himself is saying, Yad karoshi, whatever you do, Yad ashnasi. What is ashnasi? What we are going to have. Not eat, we are going to honor prasad. What's the difference between honoring and eating? Any difference? Honoring prasad and eating prasad, any difference? I'm sorry, because my eyes are going straight, I'm going on asking people. What are the difference between honoring and eating? It's the same.
You can eat everything, but honoring prasad.
Yes, we eat food. But when this food is no more food, this is what? Prasad. What does the prasad means? Mercy. Mercy, when it comes to us, when Krishna comes to us, do we eat Krishna? We say we honor. Thank you, Krishna. You have come in the form of, it is only Krishna, by the way. He has come, his mercy has come in the form of this food, and we honor that food. Anyway, so that's not the thing what we're talking. And so, yet dasnasi, yet yuhosi dadasya. Whatever you want to give in charity. Yet tapasyasi, whatever austerity you are doing. Yet tapasyasi kaunteya, to Kunti Putra, he say, Tat Purushva, all that offer it to me as a sacrifice. So whatever we do, we should offer it to Krishna. Krishna Paramastu. When you put dahi in the milk in the night, what we say? Ideally speaking, we are supposed to tell that Krishna Paramastu. And when you do that, the next day the dahi becomes very good. Today nobody has churned butter also, right? I don't think so anybody churns butter. They have forgotten that. You do Hare Krishna. And only when you do Krishna Paramastu and you say, Krishna, this butter is for you, then butter comes out very nicely. Otherwise, when you do it to the mixer, it goes on mixing and it becomes more and more smooth. Butter doesn't come out at all. So that means we should understand we cannot do anything. Without Krishna's mercy, it's not possible to do anything. Then he said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, Eho Bahya, Age Kaho Ar. This is external. Please go ahead. Then at that time he said, Sarva dharma parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyamasuja. That means what? Whatever varnashram activities you are doing, to give it up all is the highest. First he said to do that is important. Then he said to give up all this, swadharma tyaga. That is the perfection of life. Now this is a very high shloka, right? It's like a surrender to the Lord. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, what did he say? Eho Bahya, Aage kaho aar. Bhagya means what? This is one of the highest actually. But he calls it as Bhagya. Why? Because in comparison to when you climb Mount Everest, the lower plains, though it is very high, it appears to be low, right? So we are going to talk of something which is very, very, very high. In comparison to that, Sarva Dharma Parityaga, surrender to the Lord is nothing. It is very important. That's why our philosophy is called as what? Achintya Bheda Abheda Tattva. Means what? Simultaneously one and different. So I'm trying to fast forward the whole thing. I want to try to somehow tell the essence of this conversation. So then he said, Eho Bhakya Age Kaho Aar. At that time he said, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Nasochati Nakamshati Samasarva Bhuteshu Mad Bhaktim Labate Ram. What is it that he says? When some amount of devotion, when you surrender to Krishna, that devotion you mix up with little bit of Gyan, impersonal Gyan, Jnana Mishra Bhakti, this is called as, when you attain the Brahma Bhuta platform, at that time, that's the ultimate perfection of human existence. Because what is told in this verse? Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. When you're on the platform of Brahman, when you're prasanna, what happens? You don't lament. What is it? Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochiti na. What is the meaning of shochiti? No hankering. When I was just coming, shochiti means I thought we never used to think anything. Shochiti means there is no hankering, no lamentation. At that time, what? You see everybody as the same. And when you're on this platform, pure devotional service starts at this time. Okay? And we also say that there was a word before that, Vidya Vinaya Sampane, Brahmani Kavi Hastini, Shuni Chaiva Shopakecha, Pandita Sama Darshana. When you are Vidya Vinaya Sampane, when you have this knowledge, you become more humble and you are endowed with this. What happens? Brahmani Kavi Hastini, a learned person who is on the Brahma Bhuta platform sees a Brahmana, a dog eater, there is a Chandala, and an elephant all on the same platform. Okay? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Eho Bhakya, Age Kaho Aar. And he was also saying, Hare, so many things I have to go on saying. Then he said, pure devotional service by following 4 regulative principles. The Vidhi Bhakti, Vaidhi Bhakti is the most important. Devoid of all Gyan. What is this verse? Anybody can tell me from Rupa Goswami's? Anya Vilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavrutam Anukulena Krishna Anushilanam Bhakti Uttamam. This is Uttam Bhakti. What is that? Anya Vilasha, without any desire. Shunya means zero, tending towards zero. Jnana Karmadi, devoid of Jnana and Karma. Or Jnana and Karma should not cover Avaranam. It should not cover up our devotion. Anukulyena. What is the meaning of the word Anukulya? Which is favorable to whom? Krishna Anushilanam. That activity should be favorable to Krishna with the intention to please Krishna. And this is called as Uttam Bhakti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, it's okay, please go ahead further. Then he said, Vaidhi Bhakti, which is Sadhana Bhakti, is very important, but the higher thing is what? To follow in the footsteps of the Vrajavasi. This is what is called as Raganuga Bhakti, which is also Sadhana Bhakti. How many types of Bhakti are there? What we all are doing now, those who are initiated, or not forget those who are chanting the holy names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What are we doing? We are doing Vaidhi Bhakti or Sadhana Bhakti. Sadhana Bhakti is divided into 2, Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti. Raganuga Bhakti means what? The Brajavasis who have extreme love for Krishna, when we follow in their footsteps, not artificially, somehow it will be revealed to us. We are still on the platform of Vidhi. Vidhi means following rules and regulations. Vidhi means to do something which you don't like, but we are doing it still to get something what we like in the later on life. Right? That's what is called Vidhi. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Evo Bhage Age Kaho Aar. So Ramananda Rai said, to perform bhakti in the mood of the Brajavasis or Ragana Bhakti is the perfection of human life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, oh, wonderful, please go ahead. Now I'll try to fast forward now. Then then Ramananda Rai said, bhakti in the mood of Shantaras. There are 5 dealings which we have with Krishna, or anybody can have with Krishna, or we cannot even think we can have that, but it's possible if we are humble and accept the parampara and follow the teachings, avoid Vaishnava Aparadha, chant the holy name. We can all experience this one day. Maybe 1 year later, maybe 10 years later, maybe 1 lifetime later, maybe 10 lifetimes later, maybe 100 lifetimes later. Prabhupada said in this lifetime itself you can. But we should not put so much pressure on us. In this lifetime I have to become pure devotee. If you say I have to become pure devotee in this lifetime, you are putting a pressure on yourself. Then your bhakti will never grow. So what we should do, Krishna, I don't care whether you give me this or not. But I love doing this. My spiritual master has told I should do this, so I am doing it. Avoid Vaishnava Aparadha. Don't think this person is bad, that one is bad, this one is... We should avoid all these things. There are 2 things that are very important to advance in devotions. What is that? One is the chanting of the holy names. The other is to avoid Vaishnava Aparadha. We do Vaishnava Aparadha without even realizing. Why? Because when we grow, we think others are lower than us. We should not think that. Somehow we have become higher by the mercy of Vaishnavas and Krishna. So it's not my qualification. Why should we be proud of borrowed plumes? They are like me, I am like them, there's no difference. Somehow somebody has given me this. So what I should do, I should try to give them, not by criticizing, but if you can, give them by your experience, by your behavior, and change their consciousness. Right? So doing Vaishnava Aparadha, we are not helping him, nor us, nor the whole organizations. Anyway, so then Ramananda Rai said, Shantaras, to do bhakti in Shantaras. Shantaras is a form of neutrality. Like the trees of Vrindavan, like the grass of Vrindavan, like the peacocks. These are all, they are in love. The style of is love of the Lord. But it is on a stage of neutrality. Then he said, this is wonderful, please go ahead, aage kaho aar. He's telling Ramananda Rai. And Ramananda Rai said, yes, if you add a little bit intimacy to the Shantaras, that is called as Dasyaras. Now, Dasya is common to all the 5 platforms, but Dasyaras is also one of the main things. The example I can give you is what? Hanumanji. He was willing to do anything. I mean, each of these, as I told you, can be described, but then time is of the essence, so let's go further. Dasyaras, he said, when Shantaras mixed with intimacy is Dasyaras. He said, please go ahead, it's wonderful, you're making my heart so glad, please go ahead. And he said, to perform devotional service in the mood of fraternal affection. Means what? Sakyaras. What is Sakyaras? More intimacy and spontaneity, and they don't think Krishna as what? As the Lord. They think Krishna as what? As their friend, as their inferior also sometimes. Krishna used to have, like how children have fights with each other, so many things. And Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He gets defeated by Sridhama, who doesn't have much muscles and all. Simple cowherd boy, he could defeat Krishna. And as a result of that, he said, Krishna, you have lost, you have to carry me on your shoulders. Today, if I tell you, I'm sorry, I should not even say that. If somebody tells, not me, I am nobody to tell that, then please put your leg on the deities. Anybody will dare do that? Will we do it? No. Why? Because we have awe and reverence. But these Sakyas, they don't have awe and reverence. Why? Because they don't consider Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They think he is like a, chalega, he's our dost after all. We can do what we want with him. Now, how do they have this? Because Krishna covers up their intelligence, their understanding that he is God by Yogamaya potency. And Krishna tells Yogamaya, cover my consciousness also. So Krishna also thinks he's a coward boy. They also think he's a coward boy. So the relations appear to be like an ordinary dealing between small children. But these are all Yogamaya potency of the Lord. So they can do what they want. Sridhama pummels him, and Krishna actually, when he was going to kill Kamsa, the worldwide wrestlers, Chalura and Mushtika, Krishna killed them. The greatest of the wrestlers, Kamsa, he killed them with his hands. And here he is defeated by Sridhama. Sounds very contradictory, right? Was Krishna pretending? Like how a father, he's a worldwide champion, and if his son he loses, does he pretend or he is really losing to his son? I'm talking of a mundane, material, WWF person. Is he pretending to lose to his son, or is really losing to his son? So was Krishna pretending?
Maybe.
Huh? Who said maybe? So we are pulling Krishna to our level. Krishna did not pretend, he was really losing. How? Yes, Yogamaya. Purnima is Yogamaya personified. He told her, whenever you want to intensify my Leela, you can cover my consciousness also that I am God, and you can cover up their consciousness to forget that I am the Lord. So they will think I am their friend, and I will think they are my friends, and we can fight each other, and I can lose also. In Vrindavan, Krishna does not want to be God. The Vrajvasi do not want to be God. That is the exact atmosphere of Vrindavan. What is that? Nobody wants to be the Lord. Here we all want to be, no, I'm 10 years senior, I'm initiated, I'm twice initiated. I give a lot of lectures, I sing very well. These things are, you should never have these things. Anyway, so the next Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Ramananda, please go proceed further. He's saying, dizzying heights, right? Now, remember, all these things is possible for all of us. Not by our effort, but by Krishna's mercy. You all remember the pastime of, I'll come to that a little later. So tell me further. Aage kaho aar. So Ramananda Rai said, if you add extreme intimacy to Sakya Ras, Vatsalya Ras. Vatsalya Ras is what? You will start thinking the Lord as dependent on you. With Mother Yashoda thought, if I don't feed my milk, Krishna will dwindle. So they felt like that. And this is not pretense again. Huh? In fact, when Krishna was eating the sand, and all the cowherd boys came and told Yashoda, you know, your Lala has eaten sand, and she was very much affected. How can this be? Something will happen to him. She says, Krishna, open your mouth. And Krishna opened the mouth. What did Yashoda see? She saw the whole Brahmanda inside. I know time is off, right? 2 minutes, he's saying. Hare Krishna. Can we compress anything in 2 minutes? You all want to hear more?
Yes.
A loud Haribol, we can tell them.
Maybe after the Aarti we can find
Hare Krishna. So anyway, let me do fast. So what happened? So, you know the Damodar Leela, right? Anyway, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so she saw the whole Brahmanda, and when she saw that, she said, my son is the Supreme Lord. And then Krishna thought, if she comes, no, I'm the Lord, what will happen? My relationship with my mother as mother and son will be destroyed. So Yogamaya again covers up Krishna's consciousness and also Yashoda's consciousness. And she thought, what? My son, he's eaten dirt, now I should try to feed him milk. And then you saw the whole Damodar Leela pastimes. Krishna is tied by Yashoda. Who can tie Krishna? Nobody can tie Krishna. The entire world is in Krishna's abdomen, and the robe is smaller, it is inside the world. With that robe, she could tie Krishna. How is it possible? So Krishna, by his own mercy. So the Acharya said 2 fingers, right? You all know this. What is that? One is our endeavor, the other one is Krishna's mercy. So when you perform devotion, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, when he sees that you have no tinge of pride, you're completely humble and you're completely dependent on the mercy of the Lord, and you're really thankful for whatever is happening, then Krishna will give his mercy. We are all trying to do Damodar pastime, by the way. You know, we are trying to tie Krishna. A pure devotee ties Krishna. Krishna Akarshanicha, one of the characters of pure devotional service. Right? We all are doing the exact same thing what Yashoda is trying. Then he said, no, this is wonderful, please go ahead. Then he said, when you add complete freedom to all this, that is called as Shringar Ras. People call it Madhurya, but actually with Krishna, Shantaras, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, all are Madhur. Madhur means what? Sweet. So the Shringar pastime is what? The conjugal relationship of Krishna with the gopis. That is the highest. At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, this is wonderful, you're making my heart so glad. Can you tell more? He said, nobody has ever asked me like this. He said, you know what Ramananda Rai said? He said, my tongue is like a stringed instrument. Like guitar and violin and things like that, or veena. Can the instrument take credit for the sound which comes from there? The credit should be given to the instrument or to the person who is playing the instrument. Right? You are understanding this example? So Ramananda Rai said, my tongue is like a stringed instrument. In fact, it's a broken stringed instrument. It has no credit at all. You are the person who's playing that, and such wonderful sounds in the form of describing such wonderful pastimes of the Lord are coming from my mouth because you are wanting to extract it from my mouth. I'm not saying it, it's you who's vibrating through my tongue. And then he said, go more. Getting late, right? Sorry, Hare Krishna. So then, anyway, it's a beautiful discussion. It went on, and then he said, Srimati Radharani's love for Krishna among the gopis is the highest. Srimati Radharani is the personification of the Haladini potency of the Lord. Krishna has got 3 internal potencies, right? What are they? Sandhini, Samvit and Haladini. Haladini is the pleasure-giving potency of the Lord. That personification of this pleasure potency is Srimati Radharani. I just was telling to my wife something that, where we are getting pleasure from? For any of our mundane material activities. It is the dopamine which is released, right? You all remember this? Everybody must have read about dopamine, right? If the dopamine is not there, like how people who are depressed and psychotic, they don't have all these things. Why? Because the dopamine is very, very low, and we have to artificially pump them with dopamine releasing substances. Similarly, this is a very mundane example. No Acharya has given it. I suddenly came into mind, so I'm telling you this. Radharani can be compared. There's no comparison at all. Please don't even quote me when I say that dopamine, that substance is what? Haladini Shakti. What is giving pleasure to Krishna? It is the Srimati Radharani. So he went on describing the glories of Srimati Radharani. We cannot describe that. And he said, he asked so many things, so many conversations they had. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, one day is not enough. We should meet again. And they met for so many days. And Ramananda Rai said, I don't have any love. Because of meeting you, I'm finding all these things. Haribol. I know you are getting delayed. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, even I'm missing your association. I want you to resign from your government service in the government of Madras and come and stay with me in Jagannath Puri. If today somebody tells you, you want pure love of God, please leave your job, leave Canada, come to stay in India, where you go. Very honestly tell the truth, huh?
Yes.
Here nobody should tell lies, huh? Be careful, huh? If it happens, what will happen? You all will get disturbed. So we should be very truthful. So what the thing is, you can get all these things because Ramananda Rai is on that level. He could leave it. He thought it's all tuchya. Tuchya means what? He said, I have to be there, so I'm doing it. We feel that is very important. That's why we are all still in the stage of anartha nivritti syat. What's the meaning of anartha nivritti? That which is anartha, which has no meaning. But we are thinking it is full of meaning. We think like lust, envy, anger, greed, pride, illusion, attachment. All these are the reasons why we are doing our material activity. Because we are ignorant of the fact that I am a servant of the Lord. My only duty is to serve Him. We don't even realize that. So don't pray simply like that. Huh? Let us first deserve, let us be qualified by the mercy of whatever be the reason. Then we desire all this, it's possible. Anyway, so this is what wonderful conversation. We can have further discussion later on. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Ramananda Rai Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Samvad ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Gaura Nitai ki jai, Mahaprabhu Mahamahotsav ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Hare Bol.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Sorry to rush you. We do have a tight timeline, but I'm sure you'll be available during Prashadam time if anyone wants to have a chat or any questions that come up. But now we'll move to the next part of the program, which is the Guru Arti, followed by Gaura Arti and Narsimha Arti. So if everyone could stand up, please, for Arti, that would be great. Hare Krishna.